Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we're doing another champion spotlight. This time we're taking a look at Melissa, the Wind Chakram dancer. I don't know about y'all, but I've summoned this unit on so many accounts, and each and every time I just throw her into the storage. You know, I never ever actually use this unit, and I don't know why, because she looks pretty good. So I figured, why not build her, use her in this video, and let's just see how good this unit really is, right? Obviously, it's going to be pretty cool, or a pretty good unit, but just how good is what I'm looking for. So, the way we're going to do this, in order, is we're going to take a look at her skills. I'll probably give you a couple build ideas, just from reading her skills, which is going to be pretty obvious on how you build a twin unit. And then, go into monster info, look through the monster info, see what people have to say, the rune statistic, the usage. I'll show you guys my build, and then we'll take her into a couple places. And that'll pretty much be it. So, without any further ado, let's get into the skills. First thing to note about her is that she does have a leader skill, which increases the HP of ally monsters in the dungeons by 33%. Pretty good. The more tankiness, the better. And I believe this leader skill does apply in Ice Beast and all those Rift Beasts and all that. So, again, pretty good leader skill. But skill 1, Crescent Moon Slash. Attacks the enemy 2 times to inflict damage that increases as the enemy's HP decreases. Additionally, if there's a Boomerang Warrior included in the allied team, one of the Chakram dancers will attack together with the Boomerang Warrior during the Boomerang Warrior's turn. That last part of the skill is essentially saying that they're going to attack together. It's a co-op attack. But, she shares the same first skill as the Water Twin, Talia, which, it's a really powerful first skill. I mean, to be able to deal damage as enemy's HP decreases. If you've ever used the Water Twins, which I know a majority of you have, this hits really hard, and this is going to be good for, again, places like the Ice Beast. I would like to try it in Giants just to see how it is. Even if it's a multi-hit, I don't care. We're going to try it there. I want to try it in quite a few places just to see the damage output, but the damage output will be great. Skill 2, Double Strike, attacks the enemy 2 times to decrease the defense with the first attack and decrease the attack power afterwards with a 50% chance each, and you can have this up every 2 turns when fully skilled up. Though, even without skill ups, it has a pretty decent cooldown, so skill ups, are they necessary? Not really, but it'd be very helpful. But attack break and defense break all in one skill. Really nice. I like how, like, this is the case with a lot of units, but especially the twins, they help set themselves up. They have defense breaks, they have attack buffs, they have cleansing on a lot of them. It's just like a lot of these twins really just are self-sufficient. Skill 3 is Massacre Dance. Attacks the enemy 2 times to inflict damage that ignores all damage reduction effects and increases the damage by 10% each, according to the number of beneficial and harmful effects granted on the target. So, this is, okay, this is like, now I definitely want to test it in places like the Giants Keep, where the Giants boss will get like an attack buff, and she will do more damage even if he has an attack buff. So that attack buff will allow her to do 10% more damage, which is really nice. And then Boomerang Warriors will also benefit from this skill, and this is every 5 turns, but 4 turns skilled up, which I think for that alone, like just like the skill 3, you do want to get her skilled up, but whatever. Obviously, Fatal Blade is going to be the very first set you get her on. You could also go Swift Blade, but you're going to go either Speed Crit Damage Attack or Attack Crit Damage Attack. A late game build would either be Rage Blade or Violent Blade, because I do know some people use some of the twins and guild content. It's really dependent on where you're going to use her. But the cool thing about like these twins is you could build them on like attack crit damage HP or even speed crit damage HP, and they'd still get out quite a bit of damage. But let's take a look at the monster info. Okay, so the first review that we're taking a look at is from Shadow Rich 8. Attack crit damage attack, minimum 70% crit rate, 15,000 HP, and 140 speed. Stats are more important than sets. Usable in Giants, R5, and Rift Beast. Her skills, 3 hits like a semi-truck in Groggy State Raid, and Giants if you step up enough debuffs. Pair with Sabrina, upvote for real review and best Melissa. Okay, so apparently his Melissa's the best, and this was like 5 years ago, but I don't know. I think he's gonna have a really good one. I pretty much agree with most of it. I don't really care about the 15k HP, but let's look. Okay, never mind. Come on, let's see. Just one build. Nope. No one has built her. This monster helps me all the way. This is the most normal build, and this is just the beginner rune set that they give you. Oh my god. No one has a normal thing? Okay, speed, crit damage, attack on pretty much all. It's just an entire broken set. The only runes here that are set is the destroy runes. Speed, crit damage, attack. I mean, oh my gosh. So no one is building her, I guess, at the moment. Usage: Ice Beast, of course. The Dark Beast, Light Beast, Necropolis. People are using her in Necropolis along Bailey. What? Okay. Giant's Keep and Rift Raid. So we'll try and use her in those places. We'll try. Statistics: Violent Blade, Fatal Blade, Violent Revenge. Violent Revenge must be guild content. Rage Blade, Swift Blade. Obviously, slot 2 is either attack or speed. Crit damage 100% on slot 4. And then either attack percent or HP percent. Yeah, I mean, I thought more people would have built her. But I guess everyone else is just like me, where they just throw her in storage and they don't ever really use her. But let's take a look at mine. So, of course, I have the skin that the game gives you for free. I do not have her skilled up, which I think is fine. I think it's probably better for the video that I don't have her skilled up, so we can see the absolute most out of her. But here are her stats. So I didn't give her really too much speed at all. I mainly aimed for the damage aspect of her. So she has 8k bonus HP, so not 15k like the other guy says. Almost 1800 attack, almost. 84% crit rate, 188% crit damage, and everything else is lackluster. I threw her on Rage Blade, which, like, 188% crit damage on Rage Blade. What did you do? Yeah. A lot of the stats went into, like, tanky stats, but that's fine. Well, what is her defense? Her defense is actually not that bad. But those are her runes right there. And then, her artifacts, HP. So she could have had way more attack percent. But, with the artifacts, I tried to aim for crit damage as more enemies max HP, and then crit damage as less enemies max HP. So she's just going to do more crit damage in general. She'll take less damage from water, and then counterattack and co-op attack damage plus 2%. So she'll do more damage with a twin. This other artifact, again, another HP artifact, co-op attack damage plus 7%, skill 2 crit damage plus 6%, own turn 1 target crit damage plus 7%, and skill 3 and skill 4 crit damage plus 6%. So she should hopefully do a lot of damage. I don't know, we'll see. Let's hurry up and take her into a couple places. Let's go. Okay, so this is the team I'm going to use at first. I just want to see what damage she can do by herself. We will throw in a twin eventually, but let's just try this first. Just want to see the damage she can output by herself. That's all. I know she's a Chakram dancer. She should be with twins or with the Boomerang Warrior, but whatever. By the way, I chose a skin for her Asvale because he deserves it. But she was doing some pretty decent damage there a second ago. So, about almost 9k there. We're not landing nothing. There we go. There's a defense break. She's not doing bad. I need to slow it down. I'm not seeing any of the damage. Like, I'm not seeing what damage she's doing. So, defense break. Boom. He does 18k, 5k. With an attack buff, she does... Okay. 16k, 16k. So she did over 32,000 damage. And I don't think that unit was defense broken or anything. So we'll be able to really See what she's going to do here. 9-9 on her skill 1. I need to see. Okay, there's a branding. So 32, 90, and then what else? Come on. 16, 16. So obviously her problem with Giants is that she's going to do tons of multi-hits, but I'm fine with that. So she didn't do that. That was pretty good damage, especially by herself. So obviously it was going to be a minute 33. I don't know if it counts it if I'm sitting here slowing down the time. But let's throw in a different unit. How about, what was it? They said Sabrina, right? Sabrina, so the water boomerang warrior. I know this is going to proc so many turns, but let's bring her with Sabrina. Let's see what she could do here. Boom. Obviously the wave clear is going to be amazing from them, hopefully. I saw 40k damage. Oh my god. Okay. Attack buff. Sabrina goes first, it seems like, so. Or is it her that goes first? Whoever goes first could set up the defense break. Gosh, her Asvilk skin looks so cool. I'm getting distracted by it. 31k. I love the twins. I want to use twins in every single dungeon. Okay, attack buff. Boom, boom. Set up a defense break. Okay, the boss has been attack broken, so he's not going to do tons of damage. Got the branding. Oop, bam. And the boss is still attack broken, so it doesn't matter. That wasn't bad at all. That wasn't bad. Okay, I minute 2. Thank God. I was like, let me wipe my brow, because I was like, man, if that beats my time. So, not bad at all. Obviously, she's not going to do bad at all. I mean, it's Giants. Let's take her into Necropolis. Let's take her there. Okay, so here we are. Necropolis, Abyss Hard. I just threw together a random team. This team should not really work at all. I don't know. Irgar, Lauren, Shaman. 3 really good units. Shaman is especially good for this dungeon. But then we have Melissa and Sabrina, which should help do tons of multi-hits. And, yeah. So, one thing when it comes to Necropolis, and I think this is probably something that a lot of people struggle with, especially if they're using Shaman, is Shaman decreases damage he receives, especially from the dark units. Okay, never mind. What I meant to say is that when he gets taken or whatever, especially in Necropolis Abyss, you have to deal so many hits and then deal tons of damage to get him back, that for a lot of people, when they first start out, he ends up sitting there for 2 entire rotations, which it's you want to get Shaman back on the first rotation. So bringing other units that can do some pretty decent damage is important here. Oof. There we go. Let's heal up. So we're going to take the twin, which is completely fine. Twin ain't gonna do nothing. So there we go. See, it's that multi-hit right there, and you need to be able to deal damage back to the you need to be able to deal a lot of damage. Okay. And everyone's healed. Right back to normal. Wallace is almost down, actually. Okay. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. He's going to have that thing up next turn, ain't he? Come on. Nice! That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I can't deny that. A minute 42. That ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at all. Gosh. We don't really need to do another run there. How about we take her into the Ice Beast? So here we are in the Ice Beast. I decided to bring more than... I mean, we could we'll do 2 different runs. One where we're using all 3 twins. And I know it's like, hey, the twins will be split up, but technically, the idea here is that Sabrina is going to be with them on each and every turn or whatever. So we'll be doing a lot more. We will be doing tons of damage from her passive, and then both of the twins share the same first skill with enemies HP decrease, yada yada yada. We should be fine here, but we'll do one run without, I think it's Talia or whatever. So we could do one run without her, but I'm expecting good things. Okay. Nice. Did the boss even get to move at all? Come on, defense break. The good thing is, since we have just nothing but we have 3 twins in the background, which is kind of like where I would put my limit when putting twins, is we're just gonna be shitting out tons of damage. We're putting out tons of damage. 4 million. God. Already like 25 almost % of his HP gone before he even got to do his first skill. By the time he hits his next skill, he's so close to dying. That's fine if Igar dies. We don't care. That was nice. That was nice. 58 seconds. Okay, let's try something else. Okay, so this team, I don't expect it to make any sense. We're going to have Lucian here, and then we also have a Karup in the front. A Karup in the front is going to be able to just take tons of hits, do some co-op attacks. The idea is here is that Lucian, hopefully, might go first. He might be one of the first to go, few to go first. 103 plus 22. 103 plus, oh, who knows? But his third skill might push tons of damage. I was just trying not to use Yen, because then Yen just takes the spotlight. Yen will take the spotlight again. Every time we use her in a video, she just goes in and does crazy things. That's wife right there. That's my wife. Oh my god, there we go. There, yep. Oh my god, dude. The thing is, I didn't really expect any less. But the Wind Twin is not bad at all. I think the Boomerang Warrior, the Wind Boomerang Warrior, is really the one that people don't like too much. 6 million! We get 6 million right now? Anyways, but the Wind Boomerang Warrior is probably the one people don't like too much. But obviously the Wind Twin, the Wind Chakram Dancer is good, right? Clearly, as we can see here. Probably better for the Wind Beast for beginners. Like, when you start off in the game, and if you can manage to get your hand on some twins, maybe instead of the water twins, you're using the wind twins here. Just because of the attribute advantage that she has in this dungeon. So, we almost died there, I guess, but we just didn't have any healing. What is that? No way that was a new score. That was a new score, okay. Fine, whatever. Let's go use her in one more place. I want to use her in one specific place. Okay, so hear me out on this one. Obviously, this Trial of Ascension floor 40 is easy to beat, but I just wanted to test her ignore all damage reduction effects here, because she does have that on her skill 3. So what the idea is that she will, when the boss has his immunity up, just use that skill 3. So I'm going to manual it till we get there, because I want to make sure we have that thing ready. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't say that a spotlight on these videos or on these twins aren't necessary. I think it's still fun to do it. That's the, ultimate thing with this. Let's see. Boom. But it's still fun. It's just fun. But I've heard some people ask like how to build the twins. But so anyways, ignores all damage reduction effects. Technically, invincibility is a damage reduction effect. Let's see if she ignores it. There she goes. There she goes. So, all those videos. I was so scared for some reason. I was like, I tell people that ignore all damage reduction effects will work on like this, but like, sometimes the game doesn't word things properly, and then they don't really mean that specifically. But, so when you meet an Akasha, or any unit that places invincibility, or, maybe shields. No, not shields. But like defense buff, or whatever, anything that reduces the damage, she's helpful there too. So she can be a hard hitter. But, let's go to her monster info. Okay, so what do I think of Melissa? I think Melissa is better than I've even shown her in this video. I mean, she was doing great in this video, right? But she's even greater when you just, again, start to read her skills. She is definitely good in PvE areas, but I think she could potentially be even better in guild content. And if I were to take her into guild content, I would probably keep her on Rageblade, or I would switch her to Violent. But she would definitely be speed, crit damage, HP percent. Reason being is because her skill 3, I mean, her other skills will do big damage, right? But her skill 3 has the potential for massive damage even if you aren't on attack percent, right? So, again, just to read out the skill a little bit. Attacks enemy 2 times to inflict damage that ignores all damage reduction effects. We saw that how that went down with the Light Lich, where even with his invincible buff, he took damage and died. And the thing is, if you continue to read this, is that she deals 10% more damage per buff or debuff on the enemy. So, he not only took damage, even though he wasn't supposed to with that invincibility buff, but he took 10% more damage. And when you think about guild content or siege battle, a lot of the units that you're going to be facing in there will prevent you from dealing damage. And not only that, they will buff the heck out of themselves. I mean, I'm sure you guys have run into units like, where is he at? So I'm sure you guys have faced units like Ariel, where an Ariel will cleanse all the debuffs that you place on an enemy, and then he'll put like 30,000 freaking, that's an over-exaggeration. He'll put like 6 or 7 of the recovers HP by 15% for each turn, which when you enter a lot of these battles, and if you get in like an Ariel and then 2 other units, and those other 2 units are also tanky, it's just meant to be a defense or whatever that can outlast you, or it's meant to stall you or whatever, meant to make you just skip over the battle entirely. It's just like, she will do 10% damage, more damage per debuff. So even tanks got to be aware, kind of, right, when facing off against this. But that's not really the biggest part about her passive. It's the fact that units like this, like Theomars, that for a lot of people when they first get into like Siege or even RTA, or maybe if people are using him in RTA, I don't know if they are, but in like Arena or Guild content, is that Endure that he places on himself when he receives a fatal attack that should have killed him can be very annoying, because that means it gives him a chance to come back or just to continue to do damage. She will tear straight through that passive. Once he gets that Endure, she will go on to do, she'll go on to kill him with that skill 3. I like that skill 3. The damage based off of harmful effects, and not off of harmful effects, but just off of debuffs and buffs, and ignores all damage reduction. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. She has the potential for greatness. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Did I do her any justice? Should I have used her in different places? I don't know. You guys tell me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.